Welcome to this week's episode of the Rantoul Roundup, where we round up the news so you don't have to. This week, we're talking to Kevin Little with the First United Methodist Church about their food pantry and some other things that they have going on, as well as Shauna Boatright with Miss Rantoul and their event coming up this Thursday. We hope you enjoy the episode. All right, guys, for this segment of the Rantoul Roundup, I have Kevin Little with me from the United Methodist Church, and he's going to talk to us about the food pantry. So, Kevin, give us a little bit of background on yourself. You're from the area.
I am. I was born and raised in Ludlow, went through high school here in Rantoul, graduated in 94. I've been in and out of the area my whole life. I always said I tried to escape and kept getting pulled right back, and got sent here back home to lead the church here in Rantoul 2 years ago now.
And you do that with your wife, Emily?
Correct. My wife, Emily, is one of my associate pastors at the church, but she is in the process of moving on to Farmers City and Weedman churches starting in July.
And so you were just telling me that you have a couple additional churches now as well.
Yes. About a year ago, we pulled in the Fisher and Shiloh United Methodist churches as well, and so we share 3 between us right now, and are expanding that to 5 starting in July. But I won't be in Farmer City, and she won't be here anymore.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. You guys will just be dividing and conquering.
Yeah, something like that. It'll be weird, but yeah.
Very good. So tell us about the food bank that you guys have at the church and how that runs. Or the food pantry, I should say.
So our food pantry had a deep start in the community. We actually inherited it from Ludlow.
Okay.
When the Ludlow Methodist Church closed, they'd had that pantry running for about, I think, 10 years or so.
Okay.
And called us and asked us if we would take it over, and that way we could help make sure that community still had the access to a food pantry in the area as well. And so we did. So we moved everything that we could move from their church to our church and started up small. And I say small because we had our first distribution that we had over 40 households come.
Okay.
And Ludlow was used to seeing about 10 each time they distributed.
Gotcha.
So we hit the ground running and realized we had to do bigger things fast.
Yeah, for sure. So I hear it's kind of taken over the church a little bit.
It has. We started off in our basement in a smaller area, and as we've done it for the past year and a half, then we have moved it upstairs onto our main floor and taken over about 4 of our classrooms that we had in that area, then to make this work twice a month the way we do it.
So you do it twice a month. Tell us. Go ahead and give us the schedule.
So our schedule then runs on the second Wednesday of every month from 5 to 7 p.m. and then the last Saturday of each month from 9 to 11 a.m.
Okay.
And so we give the food out. You just kind of pull up into our circle drive, coming through the parking lot where the gathering place is, if you're familiar with our property. And if you're not, typically people start lining up about an hour ahead of time, and so you can see real fast where you should be in line.
Okay.
And you just pull your car up, and then we will bring a box full of food out to your car, place it in there. We also keep drinks on hand, and we have refrigerated items and some frozen stuff as well for meat products. And so we do that, and we're typically running close to 90 households right now every time we have a distribution, which is close to 300 people.
That's amazing. Amazing. I think we forget sometimes about food insecurity in our area and what that might look like for people. You brought a box with you today. Of course, we're doing audio today instead of visual, but tell us a little bit about what's in the box and what you guys have for everyone.
Well, inside the box, and it's a pretty full, medium-sized box, and it has a lot of snack items. We've found that people, when kind of run out of things to snack on, or it's less of a priority when they're trying to plan their meals and what have you. And so we have quite a few cookies and peanuts, or cashews are in there today, and some crackers and things along those lines to allow for snacking. We try to supplement about a week's worth of food if we can.
Okay.
It also then has a box of mac and cheese, a couple things of a taco mac meal mix that you can just dump into a pot and have ready to go. Some cereal to help with breakfast. Like, it's a little bit of everything to just kind of supplement what people might have on their own, and give them a chance to have a little bit of breathing room with the food insecurity idea. It's not necessarily that we're trying to feed somebody from the ground up, but we're trying to help supplement what they might already have to make it easier for them.
Which is amazing. Now, volunteers. Do you guys need volunteers? Are you looking for extra help?
We can always use extra help. We put our boxes together typically the Tuesday before we distribute.
Okay.
And feel free to check in with the church to find out when those dates are going to be. We do work closely with Dream, which is another nonprofit here in town, that is working with some of our at-risk youth. And so some of those people come and help on a regular basis, and then we have volunteers in the church, but we're always looking for anybody who's interested. And we have things for everybody to do. You can pack a box, but if you can't lift a box, we have people who will lift them. If you can't walk around and gather the things to go into the box, we also then have like assortments of crackers or condiments that we're putting into Ziploc baggies.
Okay.
So you can sit and do that too. So we've got things for every age group and ability to do that would be helpful for our pantry.
Wonderful. So my last question is, what is the easiest way to reach you for people who want more information?
The easiest way to reach us is calling the church office, which is 217-892-2130. If you don't get us, we're there on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to noon. But if you don't get us, leave a message and we check those throughout the week. And I did also, I'm under instructions to plug our women's group.
Yes.
Which is called Fran's Friends. And they meet monthly just to do something fun with each other in the community. It's open to anybody in the community who identifies as female. And their mission project is to gather feminine hygiene products for women who might need them. And as a guy, I never realized how expensive this stuff was or how often people would need help with that.
Right.
And so we give a lot of those out through our food pantry. We just ask everybody who comes up, do you need pads or tampons? And we give out what we can. And so that they're having a great response with people helping to support that. But that's open to anybody. And once again, call the church and we can get you set up to meet up with them as well.
Well, wonderful. Well, Kevin, thank you so much for your time today. And I look forward to hearing how this is going to go. And hopefully I'll be able to donate some of my time down the road.
Well, we hope for that. And thanks for having me.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, today my guest is Miss Shauna. She's going to talk to us about Miss Rantoul.
Super excited to be here.
How are you feeling? Welcome back home, first of all.
Oh, thank you.
So for everybody out there, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, my name is Shauna Boatright. You guys know me as Shauna Larson. And I grew up in Rantoul. I moved away right after high school in 2005 and went to Ball State University. Moved to Indianapolis for grad school. I got my master's in social work through Indiana University. Then lived in Indy for a while. Moved to Terre Haute. Worked at a federal prison for 10 years. Yep. And then decided I was done with prison.
Yeah.
And decided to move back home. And so to be closer to family, I'm a single mom with 2 toddlers. And
how old are they?
They are 4 and 5.
Fantastic.
And we just bought a home in Fisher, but my roots are in Rantoul, and I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah. So we're going to talk today about the rebirth of Miss Rantoul. So tell us about how you guys kind of got started in that and what made you, like the short version, of course, of what made you guys decide to get back and active in the community in that way.
Well, Haley Carpenter, formerly Smith, and we've known each other since kindergarten. And so when I moved back, we started to reconnect and just excited to be back together, reunited. And we were discussing Miss Rantoul because I was Miss Rantoul 2006. Haley was Miss Rantoul 2007. She was the last crowned.
Yep. I remember her saying that when I met her the other day. Great gal.
Yeah. And so we were just like, man, Miss Rantoul gave me so much confidence. I swear by my ability to interview for jobs. It's because of pageantry. And so we were like, we should bring it back. And we just started pipe dreaming. And then we were like, let's do the thing.
Create the thing and get it done. Yeah. So tell us about the events coming up.
Yes. So it is coming up this upcoming week. So
Thursday, right? Yeah. Okay.
June 15th.
At
6:30 p.m. at the Rantoul High School in the cafetorium.
Okay. And is there admission?
$5.
$5 admission. Okay. And what is that going to go to? Proceeds will go to...
Yeah, so I had no idea. Like
the cost of an event? Yeah.
How much goes into it? Like renting the facility, all of the awards, and...
Yeah.
And like post-COVID, sponsorship's rough.
Yes.
So
100%.
It goes towards... all of the things.
Your costs,
like
basically.
All of our costs. Like we're still working towards trying to meet those currently.
Yes. Yeah.
And then also, this is more than just a pageant.
Yeah.
So this is something that we support all pageants, but we wanted ours to be very special and different in the way that we wanted it to be a confidence, leadership, empowerment, self-esteem workshop. So at each rehearsal, we've had several rehearsals already, and at each rehearsal there's a theme. So the first one was confidence. The next one was social media presence. Tomorrow's, our last one, is going to be professionalism and an interviewing.
Very good.
And so we're bringing community members in to speak to the girls and do workshops and speeches to them.
Yeah. And help them grow a little bit, which
so
is
those
fantastic.
funds also help us do that.
Yeah. So I know this one was kind of put together a little quickly.
Yeah.
Once you guys are done with the pageant, what is your vision going forward then for the girls? Because I know we've talked off air about, kind of some of the stuff that you guys want to get involved in, but tell the rest of the community what you guys want to get involved in.
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked. So when we were Miss Rantoul, and it was phenomenal. It was a very well ran pageant. But once we won, it was just kind of done. So we were like, we want to continue to be there for the girls as they do their reign. And then, so each Miss, because there's 3 categories. There's Little Miss, Junior Miss, and Miss.
Yes.
So each Miss has to come up with a platform for Rantoul of what they would like to achieve in the community, a way that they want to give back to the community.
Love it.
And so we're going to help them carry out their platform.
Okay. Very good.
And so, if you're interested, come see who, on Thursday of what their platforms are, what could happen. But whatever their platform is. But then in addition to that, we've already talked with the Carter Foundation.
Fantastic.
So we're going to be involved with their upcoming run, like maybe passing out waters. We're going to be involved with local food banks. So we're going to be, one of my favorite things, it's something that I was passionate about before I moved back, was I used to have a prom dress drive.
Yes. Yeah, we kind of hit on that a little bit too, which I think would be fantastic.
And I wanted to bring it back. So I was like, well, 2 birds, 1 stone. This is going to be Miss Rantoul's thing. So next, we're collecting prom dresses.
There we go.
And interview attire.
Okay.
So we're going to have a closet, so to speak, and we're going to have an event which will be held at ET's.
Very good.
Probably January, February next year. Okay. And it will be hosted by Miss Rantoul, where girls can come shop for dresses, no questions asked, free.
Yeah.
And then also pageant stuff. So
that'll be really,
pageants can get really expensive.
Yeah. So that would be a great way to do that kind of giving forward. I like, something like that. Are there things that the community could do to help you? Like, in what ways could our community help you guys get the ball rolling a little more? Do you need help in some areas? Would you like some more involvement from the community? How could we all support you?
Well, obviously, financially is always helpful, but I understand that's really rough right now. But in addition to that, I think really our attitudes. So the Rantoul Uncensored page had some pretty fiery posts about Miss Rantoul previously. Okay. I truly am trying to bring something positive for the youth in our community. Yeah. So the support for the young people, which clearly we need support for the young people right now.
It's been a topic in this last week.
More than ever. And I really want to be the adult that I needed. So I'm asking Rantoul to be the adult that you needed.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
And that's the big thing that we need. If you are business involved, if there's ways that your business can help Miss Rantoul, if we can help you, if we can work together and collaborate, how can Miss Rantoul serve your business that can also reach more members in the community. If you want to come speak to the youth, holler at me. We can get you plugged in. If your gift is technology, that was what we really struggled with coming up with the pageant. We have a spot for you. Whatever your gift is, holler at me. I will find a spot for you.
Yeah, come hang out and do the thing. Where can we find you? What is your preferred source of conversation or
Sure. So you can always find me on Facebook. I'm all over there. But we also have missrantoul@gmail.com.
Very good. Okay.
We have a Facebook page.
Okay.
Soon we're going to have a TikTok because I'm a big TikToker.
There you go.
And so I'm open.
You're easy to find. I mean, I see you now that you're back. I see you all the time, which is great.
Just feel free to reach out. I'll be super excited if you see me in person. Come up to me and talk to me about it.
And one of the things I'm really excited about too, and we kind of hit on, was the parades are coming up. So we have the 4th of July parade and the Christmas parade this year. Are you guys going to have a spot in the parade?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes, we are. And my goal is, it's not confirmed yet, but my goal is to have all of the girls that competed in the pageant this year in the 4th of July parade.
Be as active as they can, which is awesome.
And we have 5 little misses, 4 junior misses, and 3 misses.
That's great. That's really great for our first year. Well, you'll have to come talk to us again next year and let us know how things are going, and pop on in between if there's stuff that you want to talk about. And I look forward to having you back at some point.
Would love to. Maybe we can bring on the queens.
Yeah, the queens. I would love that too. All right. Well, thanks for coming, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Well, folks, it's been wonderful having you guys here with us on this episode today, and we look forward to bringing you another episode next week. You can find us on our socials. We are on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm working on getting the webpage set up. So if anybody has advice on setting up a webpage, please let me know. You can find us through Rantoul Roundup. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you later.